Hi.
Hello! This might
welcome.
be super loud. Sorry for your ears.
Hello and Hello and welcome back to Belmont Bunch tonight for our live stream that's already off to a raucous start, or deafening start.
Yes. Thank you, Tom, for introducing the show. I'm James. As always, I'm here to talk about hockey like I always do. Remember me from that one video. We're going to talk about the Seattle Kraken. Right now we're watching some pro skating on ESPN.
ESPN 2.
Waiting for the live stream. We're the live stream. We're the show. Waiting for the Seattle Kraken Expansion Draft announcement to happen.
Yep.
So, Tom, what are we going to do before that?
I am going to talk about the team that I drafted. I was going to do a separate video for it, but I felt like it was pretty useless because I knew that it's impossible to predict the side deals that will happen, and I wasn't going to just pass off the insider leaking, which we'll talk about, as my own opinions. So I have Cap Friendly up over here. James is going to help me, and I'm going to write down the team that I had picked out for the draft.
All right. So, Team 1. We'll start with the Ducks, right?
Yes.
You have... Are you ready?
Yes, sir. I know who it is.
Hayden Fleury!
Yep. So, Hayden Fleury is a young defenseman. I figured that there wasn't much to pick from for Anaheim, so I figured that they would probably go with somebody young, and it's a young blue liner with potential. It's funny also because it's a spite pick, because you're taking a player that Anaheim traded for. And I did think about doing an all-spite team, where it's Seattle taking players that were just acquired by teams and not protected. So like Barclay Goodrow from the Rangers, who else? Jared McCann, which is actually happening. But anyway, player number 2.
From the Arizona Coyotes, you selected Ilya Labushkin.
Oh, well done with the pronunciation. This is it's a right-handed, I hope I spelled that right.
Stu Bush.
So it's a right-handed defenseman. He's fairly young. He's a decent player. There wasn't a lot to pick from for Arizona, and I wanted some depth on the blue line, and Ilya Labushkin was a cheap option for that. Number 3.
From the Boston Bruins, and just because a few people just joined, we're very popular, we're just going over Tom's picks.
Yeah, the team that I would have gone for, and I'll explain afterwards in some summation.
Yeah, so from Bruins, you have Jeremy Larson.
Yes. I played with taking Connor Clifton, who's a right-handed defenseman, but a little bit cheaper is Jeremy Lauzon, and though he's not under contract as long, I figured he's someone that I know Boston fans have talked about as being a potential top 4 defenseman. And if you're getting someone like that under $1 million, that could be a big boon. So that was my thing there.
All right, next, the Sabres. The Buffalo Sabres have a lot to pick from.
Yeah.
Very deep. You went with William Borgen. Borgen?
Yeah, Borgen. It's a right-handed defenseman. What the hell just happened?
Nothing.
You should have. The Dan cam is already... we're off to a smashing start here.
Keep on
James, I'm going to out James. He just tripped over all of the lights. So if the lighting just got bad, I'm blaming him.
Maybe it got better.
So William Borgen, right-handed defenseman, young guy that you could put in the minors. There wasn't much else to choose from for Buffalo. And I didn't want to take UFAs unless, I would prefer not to take UFAs if possible, or RFAs. So that's how I ended up with William Borgen. So, I forgot to take any forwards. Just kidding. Don't worry, I didn't forget. What's next?
Sorry. Yes, so that was from the Sabres. So, Calgary, you chose Mark Giadetto.
Yeah, so 5 defensemen in a row. Good start for my team. Although it is an alphabetical list, so it's not, I don't know. Mark Giordano, in my opinion, would be potentially a great first captain for Seattle. It's a 1-year deal, so it's low risk for you. It's not super expensive either way, so the cap isn't terrible. And He won the Norris a few years ago. I know that doesn't mean that he's good now, but he still is pretty good now. So that is my reason for that.
From the Carolina Hurricanes, you picked Nino Niederreiter.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting...
Niederer. Ieter.
Yeah. And I think he's left wing.
Left wing.
So, Nino Niederreiter, former Islander prospect, traded for Cal Clutterbuck. I think this played into... I kind of went for it year one. That was my philosophy, was to try to get Seattle to be maybe not a contender, but a playoff team year one. And part of that was getting Nino another 1-year deal. He's probably a little bit overpaid, but again, 1-year deal, easily flippable player, and it also plays into somebody else that I wanted to flip prior, or like once they drafted him, and flip him. But we'll move on to the next player.
Yeah. So Chicago Blackhawks, Adam Gladette.
Yes. This is an RFA. This is a rare.
He's a center.
Pick for me. Gladette. One of the few RFAs that I picked, and it's mostly because Chicago didn't have a whole lot to pick from, and it's a young player that still might have some potential, and that's basically it.
Yeah. All right. So then from the Avalanche, you picked Junice Donskoi.
Yeah. Well done. One of my favorite names in hockey. Eunice Donskoi, a player who has played in the Stanley Cup Finals, a player who, on a third line in Colorado, put up 30 points this year, something around 30 points. A really good, grizzled vet to help the rest of the team along. It feels like he's older than he is, but good player. He'll add production, and he's two-way.
So, yeah, from the Blue Jackets, you did Kevin Stunland.
Yeah, this one, originally, I went with Domi. And when I found out that Domi has an injury that is going to make it tough for him this year, I went with the cheap yet productive Kevin Stunland. He put up something like 10 points last year in limited minutes, so maybe there's some potential there. I think it was the hockey guy might have talked about, Steve Dangle's podcast. You never know, and it's Columbus again. William Karlsson went from like 6 goals to 40. I'm not saying that's going to happen with Kevin Stunland, but maybe they're going back to the well from the last expansion draft with Columbus, and also it's a cheap option and a guy that maybe with expanded playing time could score even more.
Our good friend Brad said for Donskoi, Kraken Skoi Tukoi Donskoi.
I just had a stroke.
I'm not sure what that means. But anyway, from the Dallas Stars, you said Jamie
Alexiak.
Alexiak, yes.
Now this one...
I was getting there.
This one, I was close to taking one of their prospects, but Alexiak made sense because he's a big defenseman. He's fairly young. He's another free agent, which I mostly shied away from, but he's also a guy that has proven to be a pretty good defenseman the last couple of years with Dallas, and I think it was just a possibility that he could just be that big shutdown defensive defenseman.
Yeah, so from the Red Wings, you said Troy Stecher.
Troy Stecher there. This one was just kind of... It was a little bit surprising that Detroit, who was terrible last year and the last few years, actually had things to choose from a little bit. And Troy Stecher, good defenseman, played pretty well on a bad team. The other choice would have been maybe Dennis Cholowski, who's a former first-round pick. But Troy Stecher, a little bit more of a sure thing. Right-handed defenseman always helps. Could play top 4 minutes. That's what I got.
And from the Oilers, Adam Larson.
Yeah, Larson. Now this one, I'll say, this one I gave up and just went with the guy that it leaked was going to them. Adam Larson, why don't we talk about it in the present tense because it's happening, not in the conditional sense. So, good shutdown defenseman. He is getting a pretty fair contract, so they're not overpaying him right off the bat. It's another spite pick because now it makes the trade by Edmonton look worse. Also, it hurts Edmonton, who's a team that's going to be in your division this year. So, very tidy work by Seattle there.
Yeah. All right. We interrupt this to bring to the Dan Cam really quickly.
Dan Cam!
Dan, you have a special message from your friend Brad, and he says, "I'm done with this exam, Dan."
Oh my God. Oh, that's great.
Okay, that's it, Dan. Please stop talking now. Okay. All right. Back to...
All right. What do we got next?
So after the Oilers, we have the Panthers, and you picked Chris Drager.
Yeah, this is another one that leaked before I even got to do my draft. So I just figured, I'll roll with it. Personally, I'll say what I might have tried to do, although it might have not been a good first impression to the league to immediately double dip on a team. But I would have maybe talked about getting either Frank Vetrano or Noel Achari as good depth forwards on that middle six. And then also sign Drieger since he's a free agent. But they did the respectable thing, which was we'll just take the guy who we're planning on signing anyway. So, I don't know. I kind of wish they went for it. But good player. Potential to be... I know people had mentioned Scott Darling. He could just be, whatever. But looked really good last year. So, next one.
So, from the Kings, you said Carl Grundstrom.
Yes. This is
what a fun name.
Fun name. Former first-round pick, I believe. 23 years old. So, it's like, why not? Take a shot on the guy. LA didn't have a ton to choose from otherwise. So, it's just more of a, let's put this guy in the minors. Let's, get him through the system and see what we can do.
Yeah. Okay, and then from the... Wild, you picked Kaapo Kakkonen.
Yes. Good goalie. Doesn't sound like they're going to actually be taking him. So I'm sure Wild fans, maybe a little bit bittersweet because it does sound like Carson Soucy is going to be going. Soucy, I know, has been pretty good for the Wild the last few years. Kaapo Kakkonen kind of emerged this year as a pretty good goalie. I was a little bit surprised they didn't protect him. Cam Talbot, I know he had a good year last year, but, he's older and making more money, so I was a little bit surprised. But, hey, it looks like they're going to survive without losing him, so.
Yes.
What we got after the Wild?
Canadians, you have Cal Fleury.
Yes, I wanted 2 Fleuries on this team. That's my only... No, it's a 22-year-old defensive prospect. I put his age instead of his position. 22-year-old defensive prospect. It's another guy you could stow in the minors and call up if need be, and apparently has fairly high potential. So,
yeah. All right. Now next,
Apparently.
from the
Proven.
Predators, you chose.
Well, it's not proven for any of them. Well, for the prospects.
Cal Yarncronk.
Cal Yarncroc. I'm going to use the blue because I want Nashville to bring a blue jersey back. Yarncroc. Good. Not much to say. Just good. I'll just put winger. Good middle six forward that provides some offense.
All right, yeah. And now from the Devils, Will Butcher.
Yeah, I thought this would be...
What will he butcher?
Oh, boy.
Am I right?
Will butcher you. I'm going to die. Anyway. Yeah, I thought a good... Reclamation project is too much, but a chance to take a guy that showed a lot of potential a few years ago in his rookie year and kind of turn him into a more proven top 4 D-man. Maybe if you could get a good partner with him like Adam Larson, another guy who came from Jersey. But it doesn't sound like they're going to be going that way, and I can't fault them. Nate Bastian, who's rumored to be going there, is a good cheap option, kind of in the vein of Kevin Stunland. Alrighty.
And, so from the New York Islanders.
Yes.
You picked Bosh Jaley.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like they're going to be taking Bailey, and I am ecstatic about that because I was not going to be happy with Josh Bailey going. I think Bailey at this point, he's been more productive than Eberle in the playoffs, in the regular season. I think Bailey, who can be sometimes a little bit frustrating as a player because he doesn't like to shoot, he's still an unbelievable playmaker, and he shows in the playoffs, his usefulness to this team. And also, guys played over 900 games as an Islander. I would have been really dismayed if they lost him for nothing. So,
Yes. All right.
the Rangers.
The Rags. We got Julian Gunther.
Yes, Julian Gauthier.
Man, you should. Why do I work for you?
Shut up!
Well, the reason you're still here is because he doesn't have to pay you. So.
That's true.
I almost took Colin Blackwell, but Gauthier, a little bit younger, 23 years old, I believe. Maybe there's still some potential. You could put him on the fourth line and see what's what with him. A lot of my justifications for some of these players is like cheap forward depth. But anyway.
All right. So from the Ottawa Senators, you picked that pick, Joey Decord.
Yeah, it's just a depth goalie, someone that I had actually picked before I heard he was linked to them, so I feel good about that. Joey Decord, I didn't see much with Ottawa available. I didn't want to spend the money on Chris Tierney in my version of the draft, and it's a good depth defenseman, and I did take four goalies, so that kind of spoils something coming up, but yeah.
All right, from the Flyers, you said James Van Riemsdyk.
Yeah, so I'll put goalie there. I'll put JVR to save time. JVR showed last year, even though he's making $7 million, and this team wants to be closer to the cap floor than the ceiling. JVR showed last year that he still got it. Great net front presence. Only 2 years left on his deal, so I didn't think it was that big a risk. But it's just a different philosophy. Seattle's going with a cheaper lineup than I chose to go with, and so that's their prerogative. We'll see how it goes.
That was the Flyers, right? So the Penguins, you said Tanev Brandon
Tanev. Now this is a guy that it does sound like is actually going there. I was able to fit him in. There wasn't really much else that I saw that was that impactful. I didn't want to take a goalie because I felt I already had my goalies. Gary Bettman is now on stage. So we're going to wrap this up. We'll move up to the next.
All right, we'll do so from the Sharks. Radim Semek.
Yes.
Radim
Shemek.
Semek.
Good defenseman that they could have flipped left-handed. And
from the Blues, Vladimir Teresenko.
Yeah, this is the one that I think is going to be maybe a big loss because it doesn't sound like they're going to take Tarasenko, and I think in my reality I would have flipped him, but why wouldn't you take that for free and then flipped it? You could have made your own money out of it with draft picks. So
Yep, from the Lightning, Yanni Gourde.
Yeah, Gourde, excellent player. Middle six option.
Yeah, he's really annoying in the playoffs.
Yeah, really annoying in the playoffs. I'll just put forward for him because I think he can play wherever. But I had him as a second line center for this team. Just a annoying player to play against, and that's a compliment.
From the Maple Leafs, Jared McCann.
Yeah, McCann, good scoring winger. He is coming off of maybe a shooting percentage that he might not be able to match next year. But he's fairly cheap and scores a lot.
From the Canucks, Cole Lind.
Yeah, just a prospect. Just add a 22-year-old. There wasn't much because Jim Benning loves his bad contracts to Leo-type players.
From the Capitals, Vitek Vanacek.
Yes, Vanacek. I actually have heard it said both ways, but this is another situation where I was going to take 4 goalies, flip one of them, maybe sign another to be the free agent. And I think I was going to flip of these, probably Kakinen. But anyway, yep.
And finally, from the Jets, Dylan
DeMello. Yeah, he good good player. Good guy. I don't know him. Good player.
What a guy.
Right-handed defenseman.
He's a gentleman.
Could possibly play with Giordano and have a really good shutdown pair there. And in my reality with this team, I think you would have had a good bit of scoring punch, some guys that you could flip, Tarasenko, Shemek, Kakinen, some decent prospects that still have some potential. You throw them in the minors. And I thought I prepared for the here, the now, and the future, and the past. But this team, by the way, came in at $78.1 million. So I know this team wants to be lower on the cap as things are starting to kick off on ESPN2 here. So that's my team. James, you could come back in now and we'll start.
Well, I guess Well, let's take a picture of this, because why not? And
Oh.
so we can like post it or something. Be like, this would have been the team.
Don't get my face in it. So anyway,
So you know what we can plug in here. Just get an idea of what they're talking about. So one of the guy Isles kids asked if they said Climate Pledge or not. If they talked about the name of the arena.
oh, I don't know. Oh, we
Yeah,
got
wasn't one of the names Climate Pledge?
12
that's
minutes.
that's the name of the arena.
Sounds very Seattle.
Yeah, and
Amazon.
Jeff, I think the money's coming from Amazon, so you know it's going to be good and green and climate pledgy.
It's a little weird. It's kind of clean.
What about Tone Deaf Arena?
How dare you? Wow, who wrote that?
Huh,
Is that a
that
yellow-
guy deserves a yellow card.
Is that good?
That's a yellow card if you're watching.
That's a yellow card graded
Moore,
shit right there.
who pointed that out? The Isles kid. Moore is kind of balding. That's pretty rough.
Oof.
You don't see that on TV because he has like a good
angle.
Yeah.
Okay, they're just gonna go over the things. Well, do we want to talk about the leak, the scoop?
Oh yeah, sure. While we have time.
They have 12 minutes, 11 or 12 minutes, I think they said, before they're
Oh
going to start.
really? Holy crap!
I think.
I figured nobody's ever punctual.
Except us.
So the leaked players. I'm going to go over the leaked players. They're not all leaked by the same source, although Frank Cervalli of the Daily Faceoff did most of them. But 26 teams allegedly have their their players leaked. I'll read through them. Fleury from Anaheim, so that was one that I thought was a possibility, and sounds like it's going to happen. Tyler Pitlick from Arizona, just a third line guy, not a bad player, so just a little bit of depth. Lausanne, not a big surprise there. Connor Clifton, I'm sure they considered Connor Clifton, who's a good right-handed defenseman who plays a scrappy game, but also has some skill there. So I thought he was a good option. Buffalo.
You know where the cable box remote is? If not, no. Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Who else we got? Mark Giordano. I just think it makes too much sense, and it's a good leader with low risk. So good there. Morgan Geekie from Carolina. Other than having a funny name, Ron Francis as the GM. It's very interesting that he'll be taking a guy he drafted. So that makes sense. And there were options for Carolina otherwise. Jake Bean comes to mind. But Geekie has shown some flair at the NHL level. And it'll be interesting to see. That's a good depth option at 23 years old that already has played in the NHL. We've got Kevin Weeks now. Good stuff. I like Kevin Weeks. Anyway, we got Eunice Donskoi. Not a surprise. Columbus, there's a surprise. Bayweather. I don't know. But that reeks of there was a deal maybe done here. Domi, like I said just a few minutes ago, Domi seemed like an option, and it seems like maybe he's too hurt, and he's going to maybe not play this year. Kevin Stunland was an opportunity, but I guess they liked Nathan Bastian a little bit better because I think those guys are in a similar vein, right wingers that are cheap. Anybody else? Alexiak, Larson, Dreger, McDermott from the Kings might just be defensive depth, might not be a deal because I don't think there was a ton available from the Kings anyway. Actually, there were a couple prospect level players, so maybe if they like Grunstrom and the defenseman that they got from Toronto a few years back, maybe
we have a message from Sarah. Are you guys trying to say something with the Eberle jersey? And
nope.
Nope.
There's Ron Francis now, the GM of Seattle. He's the one making all the decisions tonight. He's the one I'm gonna critique from my basement.
So, just so you know, you have the chat up right here.
Oh yeah.
And we could see the analytics
Sweet.
and whatnot. So all of our
We have 1 billion viewers. That's crazy.
I know, that's great. 102 playbacks, bro. I don't know what that means.
Anyway, keep playing it back.
Maybe something will happen.
Anybody else on here I want to... talk about Eberle. Eberle. He's a player.
I've heard he plays for the Islanders.
Yeah.
I also heard he plays with Matt Barzal.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
I also heard that he was a little bit underwhelming in the playoffs this year.
Ooh, yes.
Although his last ever goal as an Islander was helped spring the comeback that won Game 6 at the Coliseum. So that's kind of a cool thing. That good backhand from the slot. Losing Eberle, this is going to sound really blunt, and that's only because it is. He was replaceable. He is a lot of fun. He's a decent player. He's got an excellent backhand. But I think for the cap hit, I think Josh Bailey is a little bit better. And with the Islanders seemingly going, on the market for possibilities like Landeskog and Vladimir Teresenko, I think they were just options that Lou seems to prefer at this point. To replace Palmieri, it sounds like we're going to be... I just gave it away. To replace Eberle, it sounds like they're going to be signing Palmieri as a second line option.
They might be about to pick it. I don't know if they said this the very first.
Okay.
About to announce these.
Oh, I gotta erase this.
Oh God! Oh God! Yeah.
And we're gonna be writing most of the same names anyway.
We just took Lawson, right? Lawson?
Oh wait. Why did they announce him first? That's out of alphabetical order.
Okay, so you got Boston right.
Yeah, I'll leave that
Woo!
one.
Hopefully we didn't miss the first three, the first two.
Jeremy Lauzon.
No, that was opening pick.
That's weird. So they didn't go in order. I'll leave the first two here for now, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
Although Arizona, it sounds like they didn't go with my guy. My guy.
So they're doing the Sabres.
You're
now.
not
the Buffalo Sabres.
Oh, did they pick it?
They're doing the Buffalo Sabres next.
Oh. What is so?
They must be alphabetical by city. Boston.
Alphabetical by division.
No. I bet you're right. Yeah, because Anaheim's
the
still.
Division.
Yeah.
Who they got? Tell me if they pick.
First craziness of the draft.
Oh yeah, it's the first team that we don't know who they're gonna take. If it's Borgen, I'm gonna do a lap. The lap of honor. What if they passed? What if they said Buffalo? We don't want anyone from Buffalo. It's tainted.
Yeah, we'll just take a draft pick.
But you
if
can
that's
take
okay.
them for free. Yeah, no, I don't want them. Anyone that's been in Buffalo, playing hockey. I'm not gonna disparage the
tap
city.
in for a second. Just get.
Yeah. Who's this guy?
Somebody. I'm not sure. I think a Buffalo legend. So I'm just gonna read off some chat stuff really quick.
Yeah, sure.
So, Isles Kid asked if we get Landeskog, do you think we will switch over to fill Eberle's spot, or do you think Wahlstrom will move to Eberle's spot? Landeskog. If we get Landeskog,
yes,
yeah.
Say that again.
So, if we get Landeskog, do you think he will switch over to fill Eberle's spot, or do you think Wahlstrom will be moved there?
I think Landeskog, because I think
Really?
Wahlstrom. I think they still are treating Wahlstrom like a little bit of a project. You saw that with
they're
him.
selecting from the Sabres.
William Borgen, I can read his lips.
Borgen.
Let's go.
All right.
Feeling pretty
Sorry,
good.
Isles Kid, we'll get back to you.
No, yeah.
How long are these expansion drafts usually? It seems like they're going quick.
An hour, 2 hours?
I had this. I had this. I'm gonna erase that. I'm gonna go in the
an hour and a half.
Are they given? I'm literally not paying attention.
Oh no, they submitted them this morning.
I just got an email from a professor, so I was reading it. So they
wait. Hang on. Let me turn on the Dan cam.
They're all
Yeah. So they're just going by the pace of the show at this point. Borgen.
Dan was saying something. I had
Sorry,
to switch.
I got an email from a professor just now. I kind of taken.
Kind of a big deal.
Tell the world, Dan.
Yeah, James, you'll get this. I just got asked to be a TA.
Oh, they're bringing out an octopus.
So,
Oh Jesus.
They're bringing out an octopus. It's the Kraken.
So let's go back to that question that we had.
Okay, yeah. So will Landeskog fill Eberle's role or Wahlstrom? You're saying Wahlstrom's still a project, so you don't.
Yeah, I
so
think
yet.
Wahlstrom's still looking at a third line role. I think the possibility of him playing on a line with Parise, if Parise comes in
Dennis
on the cheap.
Cholowski.
Oh, okay. Hey, I listed that as a possible option. That's Detroit. They went with an octopus because that's Detroit's thing. They throw an octopus on the ice.
What?
Not
not a real octopus.
No, I just shook the whole table. Yep. Cholowski.
What?
How do you spell that? Yeah.
Who? Dennis? Cholowski. Ski.
See, I'm part Polish, so I
Yeah.
feel like I should know that. That's Detroit. Anyway, so to answer that question, because they're going too quick for us right now. To answer that question, yeah, I think Landeskog would play that role in that scenario. I think Wahlstrom could maybe play more on the power play. I'd like that. But I think Wahlstrom, they're still sheltering his minutes a little bit while he gets his defensive game up to the level that Trotz would like.
So John Piasek, one of our longtime viewers, never met him in real life. Anyway, he said his heart dropped when he saw you put Bailey on the board.
We
just our mock draft. We'll see what
that was our
happens.
mock draft, John. We did. We were showing earlier before the actual draft started the team that I would have taken, which James took a picture of, and we're gonna probably put it on our Twitter. I had a team that came in at a cap hit of about $78 million, but I also planned on flipping like Teresenko and flipping Shemek. I think I just went a little bit more aggressive than it seems like Seattle, based on the leaks, are going to. So that's where that comes in.
So I didn't actually. This is good. There's commercials. So,
cool. So
we'll try and address all of our very pressing questions from all of
yeah.
our excited fans, our friends in the chat room.
Spartacat is the creepiest mascot. I love Spartacat. Mostly from playing as him in the NHL games.
Sarah says, the other of the players whose contracts are up, etc. Who do you think is actually going to be re-signed?
I'm just gonna make a call real quick.
Yeah. Of the
Hang
players,
on, everybody.
contract-
Hang on, everybody. Dan's making a call. Go
The
make
Dan
a call.
Cam!
The Dan Cam.
The Dan
Let me
Cam!
just make this call. We're not doing anything here, right?
No, this is totally
Just
not
make a call
live.
in the middle
Okay.
of,
You're being streamed to 12 people. Okay.
You see his legs. Anyway.
14 now, including me.
Yeah.
Anyway, and maybe you, actually.
Yeah. What was the question?
We actually have 14 computers up right behind us. Anyway.
Dan's
who do you think will
doing
be,
the question.
of the players that need to be re-signed, who do you think will for the Islanders?
The RFAs, I'd be surprised if
And
they
probably
aren't. So
probably
Beauvillier, Beauvillier, sorry, I'm blanking right now. Beauvillier, Pellich, Sorokin, I think are givens. Montreal has inquired about Beauvillier, trading for Beauvillier. They can inquire about catching these hands! I think the Isles want to run back a lot of the guys that they had last year because, look, they were a goal away from getting to the Stanley Cup Finals. And though we'll never know, I think they would have beaten Montreal. I think Montreal, did a great job of getting to the Cup, but I think the Islanders so experienced in their own system, were probably a little bit ahead of where Montreal is with their system implementation. So I think the Islanders would have beaten Montreal in the Cup Finals. Anyway, but to go back to the free agent thing, I think now with Leddy gone, and with, Komarov, we don't know what's going to happen with Komarov. I would say Parise on that third line on the cheap is a possibility. He knows Lou. He's got a connection to Lou. I think Ryan
Is
Suter.
he from...
We played
Jersey?
for the Devils.
Yeah.
He got bought out by Minnesota. So basically Minnesota could be paying us to play him. Not literally, but like they literally paid him to not be on their team anymore. Which I've had many people pay me to get away from them before, so I can understand. But I think that's I think Parise and Suter should definitely be guys that the Islanders should be in on. Suter to fill the hole that Leddy's left, and Parise to improve on Leo Komarov.
He's a UFA, Leo Komarov?
No, he's signed for one more year at $3 million. So I think I'd love as we return in Seattle. It looks beautiful there.
Oh yeah, you are. So Isles Kid also mentioned this, and I think you mentioned it in your video. Suter was also coached by Trotz.
Yes, exactly.
So he has both connections.
Yeah, so I think it's a really good spot for the Isles. Oh, they're going with Florida now. Look at the
all right, Florida. Let's see who we got.
Heads up, Isles X Cats. Here we go. Well, actually, we know who it is. It's going to be Dreger. They already signed him. Like they didn't make it official, but like it's like everyone knows. Everyone knows. It's been getting around the school. I don't know where I'm going with this. Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Chris Dreger!
All right. Not a big surprise there.
All right. Do you want D-R-I-E? D-G-E-R. I'm so good at spelling. I just knew that off the top of my head.
So, Dreger, who was the Panthers' best goalie in the regular season this year, although Sergei Bobrovsky didn't really put up a challenge. But Dreger played really well. Is there danger that it's a one-year wonder? Maybe.
The Panthers will be fine. They've got Spencer Knight.
Well, why don't we ask our good friend Isles X Cat who's
Yeah.
watching?
So
please include your thoughts about
Isles
Reader leaving.
X Cats. What
Big
do
W.
you think?
He says Big W.
Big W.
As
Oh,
in a
that's
good
interesting.
thing?
I'm
I
a
don't
little
know.
surprised. I would have thought that people would have missed him a little bit more. But I do think that the Panthers with Spencer Knight are in a good spot. Now, Dreger is 27, which isn't that old. Goalies tend to...
I don't know, 27 is pretty old.
Oh, he's there. Okay, yeah, that's why it was so known. He's already there.
How many people are
He's
there?
wearing the jersey. By the way, the first time we're seeing
I was just thinking
anyone
that,
wear the
actually,
Seattle
yeah.
Kraken jersey. Well, the player.
I mean, it doesn't quite fit him right.
Oh,
but
it doesn't. It looks like a
looks like a kid's
Does
jersey.
that look like a knockoff to you?
I don't think they've made an official one yet. That's probably a mock
They should
one.
probably do that.
Well, no, I was actually just reading about it.
Yeah, they're making them available
NHL was
soon.
saying, well, they're saying like close to a year before you can buy them. But
What?
that doesn't make sense though because they start in October. Oh, all right.
All right,
From the
we got our next
Canadians, Kale Fleury.
I'm
Wow, you are on
so
a roll,
good.
dude.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
No, shut up.
Are these the scoops?
Well, actually, let's see. So far, I believe the insiders are like 5 for 5. Well, the Borgen one hadn't leaked. I don't believe William Borgen. That was one that I'm not going to really like show off about because there wasn't much from Buffalo. He's like one of the only guys that was available. So I can't really show off about any of my picks.
Just quickly going back to the Panthers, Isles Cat said I heard rumors that they were sending Vetrano to make them pick Drager, so I think this was a huge win.
Gotcha. Okay, that
Interesting,
that makes sense. So yeah, if you're the Panthers,
Yeah, he said obviously he still wants Drager on the Panthers, but yeah.
As the Panthers, yes, does it suck to lose the guy that played the best for you in goal this year? Yeah. But is it better only losing one player instead of losing two good players? Yeah,
Right,
absolutely.
right,
So,
exactly.
So mitigating the damage there, Barry, their GM Zito. Has done
Everybody's GM, Lou Lamoriello.
Mr. Zito has done a good job down in Florida. I think they've had a pretty good start to their offseason. And I think their fans have a lot to be excited for. So where are we at now, James?
You're Ottawa Senators.
Ottawa, okay.
I'm the man on the inside. With
Ottawa.
The earpiece.
Who did they have as Ottawa? Joey Decord. Oh, I think this is one that we pretty much know. Again, this is one I will take a little bit of credit for because I did have that one picked before it leaked. But, again, kind of like the Borgen thing, it's... Whoa. Oh, is that Macklemore?
That's
It's Macklemore!
That's Macklemore?
Yeah!
What? I thought he, was completely underground. Oh my god, he's gained weight. He has a mustache?
He looks alright.
I thought that was Johnny Depp
Yeah, he
for a
doesn't look
second.
alright. He looks pretty bad. But, weight-wise, he looks fine.
Okay. Wait, you gotta listen to this.
I mean, his fashion
You gotta
looks
listen
bad.
to this, bro. What the heck? He said Seattle was going on.
He looks like John Waters.
The mustache.
Yeah?
This is insane. Oh my god, shut up.
Joey Decord.
Yeah.
Buddy. Couldn't they have had the celebrities pick guys that are actually going to play in the NHL this year?
Yeah, right? That is kind of weird.
Yeah.
They were like, all right, we got Macklemore for 15 minutes. Which window can we fit him in to say something? Is he done with music? Unrelated.
Macklemore seems like he's done with the public in general.
But anyway.
Joey Decord, 24 years old, so younger
That's
than
the
me,
highlight
makes me feel
of the
bad.
draft so far is Macklemore coming on stage.
I think the highlight...
The octopus action is pretty cool.
Yeah. Tampa's next. Now, this could be your first... Well, no. Dreger's going to be an impact player, and Lauzon might play right away. But this could be your first line
He
center.
did say... they didn't take Price.
Yeah.
But wait, sorry. Yanni Gord from Tampa Bay.
That's a great pick. I
100% think so too.
Gord, any Islander fan knows that Gord was just a nuisance.
I mean, if he was able to annoy the hell out of the fourth line, the Islanders' fourth line, he's on that level of physicality.
Yeah.
Matt Martin, who trains at MMA or something, anyway.
Look, that's what I was worried about going into the Tampa series was that they can beat you in so many ways, and Yanni Gord is a big part of that because he adds scoring, but also, he's going to be able to grind people down, and that's a really, really, solid pickup. That's probably the best pickup so far, I would say.
And Macklemore announced that one too. So that's why it feels good. And also, I'm happy that Tampa won't have him anymore.
Mm-hmm. So, hey, you could probably answer this because you're the one mostly
we're doing the Make Beliefs. Sorry.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll wait till after the Leafs.
Yeah, once we get to the next commercial, we'll address.
I was going to ask what you think of ESPN so far doing hockey. But let's see. I would imagine this is going to be McCann. I know people thought that there was a leak that this was going to be what's his name? Blanking on a name.
I don't know.
There's so many names, their third line center. I'm blanking on the name right now.
Tavares.
Sorry. Shots fired. The third line center, Kerfoot. There were rumors that it was going to be Kerfoot. This is the shot. So yesterday there was a leaked video of this. But what they do is they practice and they just use a bunch of random names on the team. So people thought that it was leaked, but it was just dress rehearsal.
That's actually really interesting.
Let's see. This is, by the way, I like this. This is cool. I'll give ESPN credit here. Because apparently this is the thing they do in Seattle.
Whoa.
Jared McCann. Jared McCann. Not James McCann.
Jared McCann.
Can you imagine if they stole your catcher, Dan? They've taken a catcher.
Wait, Dan Cam. They've taken the Mets catcher. All right. Dan Cam's off.
So, this is one I definitely want to talk about. Here's why. Jared McCann was acquired by the Maple Leafs. 25 years old. I didn't know he was that young. Was acquired by the Maple Leafs like a week ago, maybe less, for a prospect and a 7th round pick. Now, for some people, this is going to look like, so you just acquired the guy and now you lost him for free. So you just gave away a prospect and a pick for no reason.
That's true.
But the reason is, the rumor was Seattle was asking for a 1st round pick and a 3rd round pick if you wanted to do like a deal, like one of those where we talked about with like Komarov.
Yeah.
Understandably, that's a huge price. And the Toronto looked for a way to circumvent that, and they've done it. So think of it like this: if they wanted to make a move to prevent losing him, they would have had to give up a 1st and a 3rd. I think they'd prefer to give up a prospect that they don't love and a 7th round pick. Mm-hmm. So it's actually, like, from an asset management standpoint, it's not terrible. It's not an awful move. But I think McCann is a good middle 6 option on the left wing. I know some people have him listed as a center, but either way, pretty good player. And for Toronto, not the end of the world. So yeah, what do we got now? Another fish?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Who's picking now? It's got to be
here if you want to put it.
The last
J.G. Brown?
Oh, J.T. Brown's going to be...
J.T. Brown.
So former NHLer, just retired. He's going to be the color commentator.
Oh, really? That's actually
for the
awesome.
team this year.
Is that a fish?
Yes. They're going to toss it to him.
Yes, Dan, that's a fit. Oh,
boy.
That's dangerous. Oh,
all right, hey.
He got it. Good hands.
So funny if it just
I guess he's a professional athlete, so
yeah.
It's not that too surprising.
I just started laughing so hard.
I was kind of hoping, oh, they have...
they put the fish back.
Seattle really is like a beautiful place, though.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous.
I'm glad that they're getting a team.
Oh, okay, so they're... All right.
Okay, that's...
Oh, the Yankees are down. Yo, tell the Yankees to come back.
Well, the Yankees just hit a homer. Gleyber Torres just hit a solo shot, they said.
That's still down.
Yeah, I know.
You need to win so that we get another game up on the Phillies. We did our part. You have to do yours.
Look, our part is losing this year.
Our part is looking so much better than you guys, even though we have like 2 more wins.
Yeah, that's weird. I do think the Mets... Yeah, we'll go into a little bit of baseball bunch here. Yeah. I do think the Mets legitimately look like a better team. It's just that they have like these weird, like really bad losses occasionally.
Fall back on the excuse of injuries.
Sure.
What do you guys have to fall back?
No, we don't. What do we have to fall back on? Not like Brian Cashman not being prepared enough. I think pitching wise. As soon as Kluber got hurt, they were kind of screwed.
The thing is, the Yankees, I feel like they do have a run in them. It's just that I think, in a certain sense, there's like this. I don't want to say like feeling of self-defeatedness, but like,
I definitely
I just feel like
that.
It's not. There's no joy in this team.
No, they look like
really
they look like our softball team right now, where it's like really struggling.
The Chupacabras?
Yeah, it's really struggling for motivation, and it's like, oh man, Like we're in it.
We have
We're
more
so
motivation.
we're so in our own heads.
No, the Yankees definitely have more motivation than us.
I don't know.
No,
I think I'm more motivated than these guys.
I think they'll definitely still finish with a winning record. It's
Yeah.
just a matter of like, I think they'll finish within 5 games of wild card for sure.
Yeah, no, I'd be shocked if they like
I
if
would
they finished really bad.
I would probably be surprised if they did win a wild card, but like in a good way, because I'd be like, oh, they pulled it together.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I would be surprised.
Yeah, the Dan Cam.
Oh, I switched back when you said that. That was
That's
bad
all right.
timing.
Yeah.
But,
Little peek behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, we had to blur.
That's what
everything.
I say every time I screwed something up at broadcasting school. Little peek behind the scenes, and my teachers would be like, "Don't do that."
Yeah.
So I still do it.
No, that's like. Well, I've heard that's like a thing. It's like if people go to school and like the teacher's like, there's always one rule. Like I've heard the guy from Vsauce 3. He's like, when I went to film school, my teacher said, never kill yourself in a movie. It's always cheesy. Like. Not literally. Like, never, like, kill your character.
I thought you meant as, like, I'm the writer.
No.
And I'm going to kill my character off.
Yes. That's what I meant.
Okay.
Yeah, like, never kill the character that you're playing in the movie and stuff. And he said, so he always does that in all his videos now. Because it's like, he's like, yeah, whatever. It's kind of fun.
Because he's taking it to the establishment.
Yeah. Okay. So,
just sectioning off our divisions.
So, so we were having some weird baseball chat. We don't like this baseball chat.
Are you the MVP softball player? I did go 4 for 4 last night. I finally got off the schneid. Well, yeah, Jimmy's the MVP.
Yeah, we have a friend that played baseball for. Did he play in college as well as high school?
Yeah, he played. I think he played at. Well, I won't say the school.
Yeah, he played at a school.
Docs. Let's dox my friend.
And so
you guys
he's definitely still
the
a
Yankees
star.
winning and losing. You should be talking about what really matters, staying into the threshold. Yes, John. The real thing, nobody actually cares who wins the World Series. It's who spends the least money, or who doesn't overdo the luxury tax. Marco Rubio moment.
I think we're back. Ooh,
dude, that looks gorgeous.
Seattle
does really seem.
Wow,
cool.
that is
This is why I want to see. It seems like the West, just in general, is like super cool.
I'm an LA guy,
Oh God, don't say that. Oh, by the way, you've been listening to the broadcast because for copyright reasons, I don't want it just playing in the background. So James is kind of doing that.
I'm the inside man.
How do you feel it's been so far? Since this is ESPN's first go around with hockey in a very long time.
It's working. I mean, the audio works, the video works. The bar's pretty low,
More than you could say for us.
Yeah. Hey, our stream is working this time, unlike times in the past.
Yeah. All right, who do we got here?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Chanel Keenan. Kraken consultant. Interesting.
Okay. What do we got? This is the first team in the Metro.
You want to listen in?
That's right.
Okay.
First team in the Metro.
Hey, Isles Kid said, hey, we're not balding, though. Our video and audio might not be as good.
Thank you.
But we're not balding.
Tom, what is that Washington team?
That must be one of the junior teams because it looks similar.
It's a very
actually
cool
looks
logo.
kind of similar to Matt Barzal played his junior hockey in Seattle for the
right.
Thunderbirds. Great name, by the way. And they had a similar logo, but it was green and it was like Seahawks colors.
You know what's a better name than the Thunderbirds? What? The Sound Tigers.
I'm not going to get over the fact that the Islanders, the Bridgeport Islanders, Morgan Geeky. All right, that's our first pick from the Metro. Another one that the insiders got right. So this is going right according to plan right now, and by that... Oh, also, we haven't had a trade yet.
Give me 1 second, guys.
So, very disappointing.
So wait, this could happen, as soon as it's announced, you could trade, if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah, they could trade beforehand. They might have had, a deal already set. That's actually, the next team up, I believe, is Columbus. We might see our first side deal, because, like I said, they took,
Yep, Columbus, okay.
a depth defenseman, which... They had other options, not a ton, but Stunland, I don't know. Here we go.
Gavin Bayreuther.
That's the guy that... So, it's looking like...
the insiders are right.
The insiders they ruined everything, I should say. Although, I had tweeted earlier, if you were a reporter... Why would you, how do you spell that, by the way?
Bay, Reuther? Wait, don't you have it written down over here?
Whatever.
You have it written down over here, right? Yeah. Bay.
Oh, but I definitely didn't spell it right when I wrote it down.
Oh, I think you're actually right, though.
Oh, sweet. Anyway, I just
Ooh, the
knocked everything.
Devils.
Oh, wow, they are moving. Holy hell, they are ripping every bad team. Oh, are they like talking smack about the bad teams?
It's hard to actually hear.
Oh, okay.
You know, like
we got Kevin Weeks again. What are you doing, Kevin? What you up to?
You're listening.
There's a soccer game that's 4-0 at halftime in the MLS. That's pretty funny. What do we got?
Look, thoughts on the Seattle Kraken logo.
Oh, Nathan Bastian.
Bastian.
Nice handwriting.
Really nice handwriting.
No surprises at all yet. There we go. Bastian. I do like this pick, though. Even though I had...
We're Isles Cats is freaking out.
Oh, why?
Because we're soon.
'Cause we're up. Yeah, we're up.
Are we the next one?
So, based on... so we had talked about Yanni Gourde being the best player so far, probably. Best skater, if you want to narrow it down.
That hurts to say that he's the best player so far.
But I think Eberle is going to be the second best player
we're next.
now.
We're next.
All right. Even though I know who's going to go, I still want to listen in.
Oh, she's going to be lighting the torch in the Olympics on Friday, too.
Ah, very cool.
Yeah.
She's from Syosset.
That's crazy. I thought they mentioned her name. Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, well, now I'm confused.
So she's doing it virtually.
And Long Island native.
No, say, let's go Islanders. Okay.
Jordan Eberle.
So, let's just go off.
Hey, well, now you can go into your tangent. Oh, he's there! He's there!
Hey! Oh, that hurts. That
he
hurts.
knew. Oh, man. And he looks so good in that jersey. Damn it. He's wearing the road jersey.
Okay, so
Here,
that's them unveiling the road jersey. Good for him, though.
Damn, he looks so healthy, you know?
What?
You could fit a car through the gap in his teeth.
Oh, no!
Sorry.
Everybody hate him.
I do. It is sad to see him go. Man, his eyes are the same color as the logo. That's crazy.
That's one of his more famous goals. That was fun. Lofty goals, Jordan.
Is that a pun?
What's up?
Was that a pun? Lofty goals?
No.
Like goals, like loft, the toy department.
Well, I guess. The road. By the way, I'm gonna try to give my opinion here on the road jersey.
I like it at the moment more than I think the homes. Well,
you know, it's interesting. They have like 3 different tones of blue, which is
that's true.
It's pretty interesting, and I actually do. I do kind of like it. Oh, who's this? Probably another Seattle.
Brad Evans,
former MLS player, I think.
Okay. Once we get to commercial break, we'll dive back into Eberle and the Islanders and stuff.
I think this guy replied to a tweet I tweeted once. Brad Evans.
Oh my God, you're famous.
Like on my old Twitter account.
Not on.
on my personal account from like years back. That was back when Seattle Sounders midfielder. That expansion draft went pretty well. Seattle's made the playoffs every year they've been in MLS since 2008.
Aren't they the most winningest team ever?
Yes, but they only have 1 title, though. Yeah, but they're always good. They're always freaking good. Jordan Eberle, though, I'll talk about that for a sec. Losing Eberle. Now, it is a relief, and it does hurt me to say, because I do like the guy, and I appreciate, he was a productive player for us, but I do think it got to the point. His cap hit wasn't exactly where his production was. Yeah. I think Bailey I think it helped that Bailey is
they're taking the Rangers.
Okay, this is going to be an interesting one.
Colin Blackwell.
Okay.
Wow.
Interesting. So this is one of the teams that we didn't have a leak from.
Yeah. Was there an idea of a leak or no?
Not really. There
Yeah,
wasn't
okay.
even a name. So one of the only ones so far of that I enjoy that. Oh, by the way, Colin Blackwell, good pick. Pretty good pick. He was 28. So it's not a super young guy. But he's a guy who kind of last year had a lot of success with the Rangers. I think he was on Nashville prior to that and was just, didn't play very often. Plays last year for the Rangers in a regular role, and he was pretty good. So could be. Also, he's making less than $1 million. Ooh. So good, really good in terms of efficiency of points per dollar. So I think Dan died. Let's go to the Dan cam.
Let's check on the Dan cam.
Dan, are you over there? Oh,
no, it's just a blurry image of your treadmill and a chair, and that's about it.
So what's he blabbering about now?
So Sarah said,
okay.
"Rip to the Eberle scoring guy meme." Isles Cat said, "Not gonna lie, I think the logo is way too big on the away jersey."
Okay.
Isles Kid said, "Hey, Josh Bailey is safe." In the words of Sorokin, "Hey ho, Josh Bailey."
Yes, I hey ho, Josh Bailey indeed. I'm very excited that Josh Bailey is going to be sticking around. I think his offense.
Okay. So
I think even though he's not a goal scorer. Yep, Eberle went. That we were just saying I'm not, and the Rangers lost Blackwell, so they didn't. It doesn't seem like, although there still could be a trade during the draft, I suppose.
Yeah, wait,
but,
so Dan, we can cut to your camera if you have
yeah.
any opinions on the Rangers losing Blackwell.
The Dan cam.
To be honest, not many. I was just glad that some of our veterans haven't really been taken. I mean, like, it's like.
And they're setting goal. They've got their goalies.
We're setting goal. Our defense is gradually getting better. We're gradually getting. I mean, Adam Fox.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I have to be honest. I wasn't following the Seattle expansion draft too closely because I've been completely zeroed in on the Mets.
Yeah.
But
that's fair.
Like, yeah, it's off season, but it's like off season for us. I mean, I know it just ended for you guys, but for us, it's been like a good 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I think I'm glad that we didn't get like a guy like Buchnevich picked off or anything like that.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about him possibly being traded.
This, but I'm really glad that we haven't gotten rid of him. That, like, we still have like Kreider. We still have like, I just think that we still need. They've got
young guys. They got Lafreniere and Kakko are still there. Yeah. I think they're banking on one of those guys. Picking up the lost production from. Blackwell. It's tough for the Rangers because he was a guy that they got basically for free last year, and he was great. Yeah. But I do think we still have a possibility of seeing Ryan Strome get traded. That's been talked about.
The Giordano.
There was a rumor that the Rangers could be trading Strome and picks maybe for Giordano. Okay. I think they probably would have said that already.
Yeah. If
they were gonna. Oh wait. Oh well, they didn't pick Giordano yet, so maybe that could still happen. So that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, a couple other things too. So Isles X Cat says Bailey's safe. As much as we clown on him sometimes, he's been on the team for over a decade. Didn't want to see him go. Ebbs was the only there for a couple years. And then this was something we were talking about before. Isles Kid said 919 games for Bailey. Yes. We couldn't lose for nothing. So if Bailey plays every single regular season game, which is likely, assuming he doesn't get injured. Yeah. Next season, the last game of the regular season will be his 1,000th game.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And that's interesting that it doesn't sound like we made a deal with them, so that's good because we would have had to give away assets. They must have just liked Eberle.
What would have been the other option then if we protected Eberle or
Clutterbuck would have been exposed if we didn't.
Do you think they would? We would have been more likely to protect Bailey though, probably than Eberle.
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah. That's why I was a little bit surprised.
So Eberle would have been taken anyway, probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Here's the thing that surprised me when our expansion list came out, or our protection list. Protecting the fourth line. Here's the thing. So I know they want to keep that fourth line together. It's part of bringing back Cizikas, right? Mm-hmm. But I don't. First of all,
again, just letting you know. But okay.
Oh, okay. I think we've seen Martin minus
his buddies on the fourth line before, and I don't think he was as effective in Toronto. And so I didn't think you had to worry about Seattle taking an expensive fourth liner because they want to stay close to the cap floor. So, it doesn't matter at this point, and, I'm sure me even doubting Lou for a second is a bad idea because, he'll go out and get Landeskog tomorrow for like $2.
And Isles X Cat says he's happy to root for the Seattle now because they have Drager and Eberle, so two like kind of known guys from Islanders and Cats. So
that's interesting. Oh, can I ask both of you guys? I know it's early, and we only have like a third of their team. But do you guys think you're going to be rooting for Seattle out of the game?
Every game except the ones we're playing them. Yes, I think so. Like they're fun to root for because there's no history, so it's not like they're a dirty team. Like we don't know anything about them yet. That's my opinion of it, at least.
People didn't like Vegas out of the gate.
Really?
But Dan, what do you think about?
I would definitely not hate on them. I mean, like, look, if it came down
if they're
to
good
us
right away,
against-
screw them.
If it was the Stanley Cup final and the Rangers were somehow in the Cup final next year and we played Seattle, I would obviously want us to win.
That'd be funny if you
I'm not
said,
that
"I'd root
happy.
for Seattle."
Yeah.
Go to the Dan Cam.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Dan.
Yeah.
Shame.
The blurry Dan Cam.
Yeah, it's a fisheye and out of focus.
Do a fisheye lens. Wait. Oh, they just picked
Philadelphia Flyers. Carson
Twarynski. That was another one.
Carson Wentz. No.
Twarynski. So 23 years old. So he's a little baby. Ooh, baby. Why did I say that? This is one that I wonder if there was a deal involved with this. I just kicked everything. And I'm doing that every single time I get up. How do you spell this guy's name?
T-W. That's all I saw. Twaren. Ski.
Damn it. I put on.
Twaren. Ski.
Oh, the Rangers already put something out saying thank you to Colin Blackwell.
Yeah. He had a very solid year. But I think the Rangers...
Yeah.
I don't think
Isles Cat says he's rooting for Seattle for 78 games.
Yeah.
But wait, isn't it only... Wait, it should be 79 games?
Yes.
79 games.
Well, Florida, too.
Oh, wait, so then it should be 77 games.
Yes.
Oh, no, wait.
78. 82 games.
Oh, it was 82 games.
Yes.
I thought it was 81 games this season.
No, you're an idiot. No, I'm sorry.
So that means that the second to last game of Josh Bailey's next season will be his 1,000.
I was going to say, I don't think that evens up.
Yeah, sorry.
But, who do we have up here now?
I don't know, I'm sorry.
Is this another Seattle native?
It must
probably
be.
Or maybe works for the team. Man, Dom Moore. That's tough. That's a tough look for Dom Moore. Too many. Dom Moore just has to look forward so no one can tell that he's balding in the back.
Yeah.
Because it looks good in the front when you don't see... Okay, I'm sorry.
What are you apologizing for?
I don't know. I feel bad.
Listen in.
So who are you anyway?
From the Penguins.
Brandon Tanev.
Yes.
This is very disappointing that we know all the freaking picks. I guess...
Oh, he's there. He's wearing the away jersey, too.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, Dan, you missed it. Eberle's there. He was like... They must have informed him that they had taken him.
Or he must have just read Twitter and was like,
maybe I should go.
That's funny. Dude, imagine if he just showed up and like they're announcing it and they're like, yeah, they took Jordan Eberle. Anyway, let's move on to the Rangers. Wait a second. Somebody's on the stage and it's Jordan Eberle just strutting up with the jersey. Where'd you get the jersey? We don't even have prototypes yet. Oh, yeah, it's a knockoff. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm glad to be here. He's like smashed.
You gotta say, though, Brandon Tanev, great hair.
Oh, yeah, excellent hair. Kind of looks like Marc-Andre Fleury a little bit.
I was thinking kind of that. Yeah, he's he has a bold jaw.
He's an excellent goon in your fantasy hockey rotisserie.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Now he scored a big playoff goal against the Islanders this year. Still lost. But he good. Now it's funny because I just said I would be surprised if Seattle took expensive fourth liners. I do think Tanev's probably going to play on the third line, but it's a bit of a rich contract. It's a weird...
Whoa,
yeah, that picture, yeah.
What is he scared of?
Sometimes with these pictures...
Brandon, act like there's a ghost behind you.
Sometimes... Don't you think sometimes with these pictures, like, they know exactly what they're doing?
Oh, you think so?
I think some of these players are like...
Oh... They just made fun of him. Was that your reaction when you heard about the crack?
Yeah. What do you guys think of the away jerseys?
Somebody, I think Isles Cat said that
I'm a
the
fan.
logo's too big, but again, it's a mock-up, so who knows?
I think maybe
No,
the logo.
The logo's fine.
I think the logo being that big is probably because there's a lot of white on this jersey, and it's got to
not a
like
circular-
cover it up
yeah.
a little bit.
This must be very, very cool though for these new fans.
I think the
Oh
Capitals
yeah,
are
It has
yeah.
to be an
The-
awesome
Seattle
experience.
Seattle lost their basketball team over a decade ago.
Oh.
And so, yeah, it's got to be cool. They're a passionate bunch. Their soccer team is one of the best supported in MLS.
Oh, Capitals? Vitek Vanacek.
Yeah. So everything going exactly according
you know
to plan.
that the Seahawks, the whole 12th man
Yep.
culture is a big staple for the city.
Mm-hmm.
You know that it's a great football town. It's a good soccer town.
Great soccer town,
It's
yeah.
a good hockey town.
Yeah, so I
It
think
could be a good baseball town. You know, if
Yeah.
we ever return to the.
they aren't terrible
They're
this
not
year.
terrible, no.
They have the same record
They're
as
like
the Yankees.
They're like the Los Angeles Angels, though. It's just like
Yeah.
you're just in no man's land.
At least they're a little bit
forever.
better.
Yeah.
At least they're not wasting as much talent.
Yeah.
There's the baseball talk
Yeah, you know,
again. We got
there's-
baseball
there's-
stuff.
You know, there were 3 generational talents.
Yeah. Go to the Dan Camp as he dies.
As I die. There were 3 generational talents on the Angels.
Yeah.
Yes, we're talking about the
All at
Tanev
the same
face.
time.
Wait.
All at the
Trout,
same
Ohtani, and what's the other?
Pujols.
Fair.
Okay, look, obviously.
Yeah, at that point he
He's
wasn't,
not
but
2005 out
Yeah,
of Pujols,
yeah.
but he's.
he was a generational talent.
He's a generational talent. Counts.
Arthur Staple tweeted, Brandon Tanev really bringing in the mud honey vibes tonight. Don't know what that means.
Interesting. But yeah, so...
They took Connor McDavid.
yeah, so when
Yeah,
does
what's the
Stape
question?
announce Paris and Suter signing?
I think Edmonton would just.
That's what Boost
guard.
Gumps says.
Um,
And then Isles Kid says Vanek, Drager,
Decord.
Koppinen, solid goalie core.
It's interesting. I do think it's a decent core, especially Vanacek. I think they have something with Vanacek. It sounds like, based on the rumors, that Capo Kakinen won't be going, even though I think he's a decent goalie. It sounds like Carson Soucy's going to go.
John Piasek says Mariners also wasted some
Well done.
generational talent.
is true.
Griffey, Martinez, and Ichiro.
Yeah.
Ichiro.
No, he's
true.
right.
That's
Ichiro,
true.
yeah.
Ichiro, yeah.
But were they all on the exact same team?
I think they might have been
You know,
for a
I guess
little
in
bit.
01 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least in 01.
So
Anyway,
it came together for the 1 year.
We
the
don't have
Yankees beat
time.
them.
Back to hockey.
Oh no, we're
I
anyway.
like how we're also already saying Ohtani's a generational talent because he just is.
I took him in the 6th round of our
Like, that's not
fantasy
even-
draft this year. So anyway, what else do we got? The Parise Suter thing. I'm trying to think. Once the roster freeze ends, maybe. Although technically, the Isles and no team was supposed to. I'll get to you in a minute. This is supposed to be a roster freeze moment. So the Islanders and any NHL team for that matter are not allowed to be even talking to free agents right now. Apparently, the league had to remind the teams of that. So like a little teacher moment because Calgary leaked what they were going to sign Johnny Gaudreau for, and the league was like, "You're going to do what? Very interesting how you have that number, and you're not supposed to be negotiating right now." And they were like, "Oh, what? No, I didn't mean that." So anyway, what were you laughing at?
Oh, freaking Isles X Cats is making me crack up. He said
Oh,
Brandon Tanev's Penguin Legacy, his 2021 season picture.
Yes.
And then I think he also said he looks like the Undertaker. Oh no, Isles Kid said he looks like the Undertaker, which is that's spot on. Anyway, but somebody said Isles Kid said, which defenseman do you think will play with Mayfield?
Good question. I do think, and
I think it will be me.
I think I agree with Isles X Cats. I do think Suter could be that guy. I think on the left side right now, it is a little bit, weak is not the right word. It's a little bit barren.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's worse than
It's probably worse. But the left side right now is a little bit in question. I'll go with that because losing Letty for cap space reasons. Suter, I think. The good thing about Suter and Parise is I think you're going to get these guys fairly cheap because they're looking to win. And they want to be in a package together because apparently they're really good friends. And both having a connection to the team, I think you could see some discounts. Not hometown discounts, I was going to say that. But I think you could see some discounts out of that. And also, look, with Landeskog and Teresenko, the Islanders have all of a sudden become a team that people want to play for. And being able to bring in those guys and a Parise and a Suter, a lot of people were saying that the team is just going to look the same next year. I don't know. It doesn't
I mean,
sound
at this
like...
point, Everly being gone alone is huge. You know.
And Andy Green is back.
hang on. Home opener details. Here, listen to this.
Okay.
October 23rd. That's their home opener. October 23rd.
Oh, it's going to be Vancouver, is my guess. Vancouver's
Yeah,
supposed to be their rival.
They wanted to make them a rival, right?
The Vancouver Canucks.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah, good call. Vancouver Canucks will be the first opponent.
Oh my
Geographic
god.
rival.
I got to read a funny tweet.
Yeah.
So, by the way, good marketing from the league there to have, two teams potentially that are, it's kind of like if the Islanders were just coming in. You would want the first game to be Islanders-Rangers, battle in New York right out of it. So the tweet I was going to say about, by the way, it's related to Tanev, or sorry, not Tanev, Eberle. Ryan Clark on Twitter, who I believe, he is the Kraken reporter now. I think he came over from a different team. He just tweeted, Jordan Eberle says he had an idea this could happen, and notes he only got here 10 hours ago. Said he checked into a hotel under a different name with the hopes nobody knew he was in town. That's really fun. That's so funny. Also, he's having a good time.
So wait, I guess they invited any player that wanted to come.
Well, the Dreger one was not surprising because that was leaked a few days ago. Kevin Weeks with the team, the construction team.
How is he traveling so fast?
I know, right?
Hey, do you want to listen to it again?
Do you think UBS will have the same atmosphere as the Collie? I don't think anything will ever have the same exact atmosphere, but I do think...
I think it'll be good. It'll probably be amazing, just not the same, right?
Tyler Pitlick.
Tyler Pitlick
So,
from the Coyotes.
Screw the NHL for leaking... For just the system of... Oh, that's a new division, by the way. Let me section that off. The NHL... didn't do a great job, it seems, when it comes to protecting the integrity of the draft. Arizona. Okay, Pitlick. He'll be a forward option. That's what I've got on him. Career high 14 goals in 2017-18. Did score a goal in the playoffs against the Islanders as a member of Philly a couple years ago, but not super... not extremely impactful, but it's funny. Sometimes with these expansion teams, we saw this with Vegas. They would take a random guy that you're like, oh, I know of that guy.
Yeah.
He's like, all right. And they, just with like increased playing time, all of a sudden they're really good. Dan, I think you in fantasy might have had Carlson, William Carlson a few years ago. Guy scored 6 goals the year before with Columbus. He didn't play very much. Gets taken in the expansion draft as an afterthought by Vegas, scores 40 goals. 40 goals. So, it is kind of, to an extent, a little bit of a crapshoot. Former guys that played for the Sonics. By the way, the Sonics, the basketball team that moved to Oklahoma City. By the way, this is my side theory. The Sonics are going to be back. I think the fact that they have a new arena that's already there, the Sonics left because... And in my opinion, fairly, because the owner said, pay for my arena. And the city said no. And he moved the team. And you know what? I know it hurts to lose a team. But, if you're that rich, finance your own stadium. I don't think you should be saying, no, it should be all publicly funded. No.
Yeah,
no.
Money off of it,
the taxes are going to go through the roof.
I thought you just said that you thought the owner's move was good. Or did I just miss that?
No. The city. I like the move by the city to not kowtow to this billionaire who's going to say, "Oh, I need help paying for it." Doesn't seem like it. Gonna be honest. So I do like they stuck to their guns, and that sucks because I know they want their basketball team back. I think it could happen.
Do you think
there it is?
Yeah,
they also had great. I love those uniforms. I think they're really neat.
Here's the test, of course, though. If this was the Islanders, would you be cool with them up and moving the team if the city refused to fund it?
Well, the Islanders owner paid for it.
So from the Blackhawks,
but if
there's always going to be some public funding because the guy isn't going to do it all himself. But I like in the
they're about to announce the Blackhawks.
This is one of the
they're getting everybody hyped first.
By the way, this is one of the few that we also didn't know much about. So this is actually what I'll take credit for if I get it right. I had Adam Gladette.
John Winfield? Who? Quinfield.
Quenneville.
Quinville. I couldn't hear it.
Okay. He 25 years old. Okay.
He said 4 seasons. Okay.
Yeah. He is a
2
person.
goals, 5 points in 42 career NHL games. So, okay, so he has not played too much.
I wonder if he's related to.
And now from the Avalanche, they're going straight to the Avalanche.
Jeez.
Oh, so
By the way, Quenneville. I wonder if he's related.
Eunice
Donskoi
from the Avalanche. He said Jonas Donskoi though. I don't blame him. I've messed up every name so far.
That's alright. I still screw up some of the names. Donskoi. Good one. That's one of their better picks, I think. Because that's going to be a guy that's going to impact the team right away. I've liked him
Donskoi? We need more Donskoi.
I've liked him since he was in San Jose. I think it's a good pick. It's a guy that's making a decent amount of money, but it's not a backbreaker. And, good experience. A guy that's played in the playoffs a lot. I like the pick. It's a good pick. What a mispronunciation. How bad was it?
The Stars. He just said Jonas instead of Giannis. I said Junice.
Did you get the last name right?
Yeah, I think he did.
You ever want to climb Mount Rainier? Put your bucket list. I recommend it. It's a beautiful thing to do. I'm just reading the subtitles.
Yeah.
Mount Rainier earlier today. Oh, Dan, the Yankees tied the game.
Hey. And I was about to say, the Mets traded McKinney for...
Who's another outfielder, right?
A minor leaguer. 2 minor leaguers, and one of them is looks like a reliever.
They're announcing it from the summit.
Oh.
The highest altitude pick ever announced. Dallas Stars.
I guess that's true.
Jamie Oleksiak.
Yep. Another non-surprise.
Ooh,
Thank you.
Oh, I love that uniform. That was their reverse retro, right?
I call it their laser tag. That's actually just a third jersey. That's
I didn't even know they had that. That's amazing.
I call it, laser tag.
Oh, he's there too.
Oh, good. I like when the players are there.
So, Tom, because I stepped out, I wasn't sure if you actually covered this part yet, but two-thirds in, what do you think of the team?
Good question. No answer. No, I
I guess give it some context. Where do you see this, super premature? Where do you see this fitting into the Western Conference?
So, in the Western Conference, I don't think it's...
he didn't.
Now, the West is the weaker conference, so that starts off a little bit better for them. And then on top of that, they're going to be playing in the worst division in hockey. So that's going to give them a shot at the playoffs. They do also... What do you guys think of the home jersey? I just want to...
I like
This looks better than the first one they showed. They might not.
I'm a big fan of both, to be honest.
I do like it.
I've gone on a journey...
Navy with a light blue is always a good look.
Do you know the last 6 teams to join the league have been Navy? Except for Vegas. Outside of Vegas, the prior 6.
Can I just give a scorching take?
Yes.
Golden
Dan
Knights.
Camp.
Wait, Dan Camp for the scorching take.
The Golden Knights it's a terrible name. It isn't. I mean, maybe it's not a scorching take, but it's a terrible name. It has nothing to do with anything. Okay?
It is. I'll tell you what it is.
It's
It's based on there's a unit in the Army called the Golden Knights, and the guy that owns the team, I think, was in it.
All right.
They also got sued by the Army.
That's what we'd call.
Are you serious?
That's,
Yeah.
That's what we'd call a tenuous connection at best.
Yeah. Well, I think what they did was the Army sued them, and they were like, "Here's some money. Go away."
Yeah.
Because the Army needs money.
The Army needs. Yeah. Okay, but seriously, you have so many.
Let's not get political, Tom.
You have so many,
I haven't had anything to drink.
You have so many good names from Vegas: the Gamblers, the Aces, the Blackjacks.
I did like.
Come on! What are we doing?
I did like the Aces because also you're in the same division as the Kings, and you could be like, Ace.
Yeah, exactly.
I win this game of war.
No, but then every
Plus
time the
the
Kings
Los
win, the
Angeles
Aces
Jacks,
are low.
The Vegas Diamonds. How many? There's so many good card references.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Out of that. The Spades.
Did they just announce something?
Come on.
Carson Soucy.
From the Wild.
So that
Larson
confirms that
Soucy.
no Capo Kakinen from the Wild. So,
Wait, so Isaac Cat said, wait, there's no way. We're the Wild Navy. Because I guess were they one of the more recent
no,
teams?
you know what? I think this is something I heard online that I just repeated and it's objectively wrong.
This is dangerous about doing things
It
live.
might have been 6 of the last 8, so it might have been Minnesota and Vegas are the exceptions. You know what? Why don't we just get out of this because I'm just wrong?
Yeah. Let's talk about something we both know a lot about.
Just run away.
Politics.
Dan, John pointed out that the Aces are a WNBA team in Vegas already.
All right, there's still like 9 other good names you could pick.
Yeah. Oh, this is
the
the coach.
Yeah.
By the way, this is a bad hire. I'll go on record saying that. He was in Philly for a while.
Watch us.
Not a good coach in
watch
Philly.
him somehow beat the Islanders every time.
And
they'll suck, but they'll still beat the Islanders.
Here's what he's done. He was a straight-laced, clean-shaven guy from Philly. And now he's like, I'm going out west. I'm like finding my inner self. I grew a goatee, man. Now I know what hockey is. And that's not true. So, and by the way, the Rangers, Dan, this will relate. Go to the Dan can.
Oh, sorry. Dan can.
So the Rangers, like, I was, not worried for them, because screw them. No, just kidding. But, like, the Rangers got Gerard Gallant. Gerard Gallant was sitting there the whole offseason, and they could have had him. So for the Rangers, they got to be pumped that they got Gerard Gallant, who's an actual good coach. And I think Seattle. Gerard Gallant, by the way, such a slam dunk. He was the first coach for Vegas. You get a guy that knows how to build up a franchise. Like how many times are you going to get that opportunity? I feel like they just blew that, and I think the Rangers are going to be way better for it this year because they're going to have an actual coach.
Isaac said Tom and James for co-coaches.
Ah!
Yeah. And then he also asked earlier, when is the Seattle NHL franchise mode video game thing coming back?
When James is ready, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
When I'm ready to move the franchise, maybe?
Yeah.
Don't forget to throw in the name the Las Vegas Hookers as well.
All right, Dan, you're on record saying that.
Dan can cancel.
It's still better than Golden Knights.
How many are left? Still
Is
9
that
more picks?
So we're...
Oh, no, because it's only 30, right?
5.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'll go back to Dan's question about, like, how do I think they're going to be.
No, it's okay. I lost interest.
As of right now, like I said, it's too early to say for sure because...
Oh, that's so
Oh,
cool.
that is a giant squid on a yacht.
That's awesome.
It's too early to say for sure, but...
okay, that's it for now.
I think... Man, their water's blue?
Wait, weren't there like a ton of wildfires? Aren't there currently a ton of wildfires?
Oregon has a ton of wildfires.
Yeah,
so how are they clear right now?
Yeah,
because Seattle is in Washington.
No. But
because in
California,
those California fires, like we got, like
that's why the moon was pink the other day.
But Seattle is
really?
In Washington.
Yeah, the moon was pink because of the smog from the wildfires.
I noticed that because I wasn't paying attention to our softball game because we were down 17-2.
That's right. Yeah. All the.
Well, at least the world's on fire.
Yeah,
oh, jeez.
All of the lights were much hazier last night. That's
yes,
true.
yeah.
And the moon was red.
Yeah, that's the excuse for why we suck.
Yeah, that is the excuse.
That's where I'm gonna go on.
Yes.
All right, let's go through comments. Vegas,
okay, yeah.
Vegas stole their name from the Army and their logo from UCF. Oh, yeah. UCF, the college, has a similar logo.
What? I don't even know for what team. For
the
actual college.
Yeah,
oh,
college,
yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. So they're frauds.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's why they're good. They didn't waste any money on any logo design.
Yeah, that'd be funny if they used like Pixabay, like stock photos.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. This is a whatever.
A picture of a shirtless old man. That could be our logo.
That's what EA Sports does for their like created team. 90% of the logos suck.
Just stock.
They're like public domain. By the way, if you go and you play NHL 2021 and you do an expansion team and you use the custom logos, some of those logos, you go back to NFL Street 2 from 2004 and they have the same logos. EA Sports, get your designers to create new publicly available images so that I can make a fantasy team that isn't embarrassing looking. That's my little soapbox.
Wait a second. So wait, Cal and Hayden Fleury?
Yes. Yeah.
Are both here?
Yep.
And so they're playing
or
that's leaked.
Yeah.
We don't know that for sure yet.
So we have Montreal's Fleury. Fleury is from Anaheim, who hasn't gone yet. The other one.
So the
Hayden Fleury.
So they'll be on the same D line.
Oh.
Yeah. Well,
if that goes.
They might flip one of them.
Okay, yeah, that's what the Isles kids
Go to
said.
the Dan camp.
They just announced the Kraken's first game. I don't know if you knew this already. It's
Vancouver.
The
Yeah.
No, it's
that's their first
preseason
preseason game.
Yeah, first preseason game.
Their first regular season game being against Vancouver will be fun because apparently they're gonna have a fun rivalry.
See, I thought that. I like it when we predetermine rivalries.
Yeah.
It's like this will be fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Like imagine like we just said that, okay, this year the Mets are going to be the rivals with, like, I don't know, like
the
Arizona
Marlins.
Diamondbacks or something.
I guess they're in the same. Yeah.
But, like, it's like just so, yeah.
You're gonna be rivals, and you're gonna like
You're
it.
going to like it, yeah. Or the Yankees with, Oakland.
Wait, so
This isn't a hockey broadcast right now, right? This is all baseball.
Baseball bunch.
Yeah.
completely unrelated. You used to be able to have custom music in the NHL games. Like you could put in any song you wanted, or like.
Well, I think because on the 360 you could play music like straight from your like phone, like if you like connected it. So I think that's probably what it is.
Oh, I don't know.
Actually, he might
said
be
he wants
right.
that back.
It's been a while since I played some of the older NHL games. The older ones that I do like are like 04 and 06. So I might be a little bit off.
Remember when you could just
there.
skate right into the slot and shoot a wrist?
Yeah.
And it's a goal like 98%.
That's why nobody liked NHL 15.
Yeah.
Is because that was like all of the goals.
Yes,
it was like, I will go to slot, I will shoot, and I will score.
It was so much fun.
Yeah, so much fun. I played so much of that game.
Except I remember one time specifically, and John, because he's listening, this, he beat me 1-0. I took 52 shots on goal.
I remember that.
It was our first year of college.
Yep.
And that was obviously a low point in my life.
Yeah.
But
how'd you come back from that?
I don't know.
Dan Camp.
It's quite the story being here today. Actually, I'm very proud of where I've come from.
By the way, the camera's not messed up. Dan's just low res. Like
yeah.
In person, he'll walk up to you and glitch.
Yeah.
Like he's out of a Fallout game.
Yeah, it's the depression.
Oh God.
The big sad Dan. We got to keep it PG.
Yeah.
Marshawn Lynch. Yeah. All right. This is a fun celebrity. I couldn't have sounded more like nerdy. This is a fun celebrity.
I remember when they should have thrown to Marshawn Lynch to win the
Don't
Super
remind
Bowl.
me. It still hurts.
Yeah.
All right. Who are we up to, by the way? Minnesota went last.
Hell if I know.
Canadians. So this could be... I'm sorry. No, I'm looking at the alphabetical order. They're going in division order. I forgot about that. Minnesota...
Here, do you want to listen?
Marchand. That's not the first pick. I love Marchand. Callie Yarncrook. Good middle six scorer. It's another one that everyone knew about. So this draft is going along great. We've known every goddamn pick. Can I curse on this show? Of course I can. It's my show.
Remember, Tom, surprises are not fun. But more importantly, they don't make money. So, just...
That's true. Just ask anyone that invests in Bitcoin
Just
and then
ask-
has it tweeted about.
Just ask Disney.
Yeah. Oh, good one. That's a
Yeah.
good one.
No, John said that to me last week.
Mhm.
You know why? Because the new Space Jam with LeBron in it,
Uh-huh.
the commercials were everywhere when we were out. And he just points out how there's no money in surprises.
No. You're absolutely
So-
right.
Yeah.
We just had a couple comments that I'm interested in answering. The Landeskog Teresenko question. I've evolved on that. I think if you could get Landeskog to a reasonable number, because he had been rumored at like between 8 and 10 million. If you could get the lower half of that, or below 8 by a little bit, I would like him. Tarasenko, I am a little bit worried about injuries and that shoulder. I know they said he's healthy the other day, but I do think it was a fair point made by Phil on Twitter that
The Blues are next.
that no doctor, because they asked the doctor if his shoulder is good. No doctor's going to say, I don't know if I did that great a job, so it could be, it could not be. Like, the doctor's going to be. But he did do surgery.
Bobby Wagner?
From the Seattle Seahawks. Another one of their hometown guys.
Listen in.
Love that sweatshirt.
Yeah.
That's actually really nice.
Who we up to again? Shit.
The Blues.
Okay.
Vince Dunn. Vance
Now-
Dunn or Vince Dunn? Vince Dunn.
This is an interesting one. This is a guy who I think...
I'm the earpiece guy.
This is a guy who is a restricted free agent that I think had bad blood with him and the Blues. interesting that he's not the only player that's had bad blood with his own organization. Tarasenko's had that too. So it's kind of sounding like the Blues might have sold their souls to the devil to win that one cup a couple years back. Vince Dunn, still very young.
Wow, 24, yeah.
Has a lot of... he's very quick, has that offensive ability that could be fun.
Oh, he's doing the Jets now.
Okay.
From the Jets.
They're going to steal a player from the New York Jets. Mason Appleton. Okay. Fun name. Sounds like he's from the Heartland.
Yeah, it sounds like he's a made-up character from a kid's book, but that's fine.
His name was Mason Appleton.
He was a Mason that liked apples.
That's like Mason in Black Ops.
Mason!
Yeah.
That guy that's clearly not American, but he's playing an American.
What do the numbers mean?
I saw an incredible meme that I don't know if it's appropriate to share here. So I'm going to defer to Tom's guidance on that.
Oh boy. My guidance doesn't mean much.
No, it doesn't.
Show me. Show me it.
All right, give me a second.
All right, so that's we're now down to the last division. Look at that line. I would have passed my road test if I put that line. Oh wait, what are they highlighting? Pacific Division?
I don't know.
What does the first part say? Order of selection. Oh, sorry. This is for the NHL draft, for the entry draft for prospects.
This is okay.
Oh, they're pointing out how bad their division is because that's all their teams in their division are drafting top 10 in the draft.
Oh,
yeah. That's what I was saying about this team doesn't look great right now, but give them an off-season, like a free agency period and some trades, and I could be singing a different tune. Right now, it's not a very good team. I don't think. I think it's decent in goal, and I think there's a few forwards that I really like. But I don't know. I do think this team still has a shot at... They're in the perfect position. They're in the worst division. They're in the worst of the two conferences. So they could make the playoffs. Even though I don't think the team is great right now. They don't have like a first or a second line center. Unless Yanni Gourde could be the second line center.
Oh my god, this is adorable.
Oh.
From the Anaheim Ducks.
We won't say it, but I'm glad you showed.
Hayden Fleury.
Oh,
the
yeah,
Ducks.
that's the second Fleury.
Oh, he's there too.
Oh, good for him.
He's got the away. Most of them have the away jersey on. I guess they just had more of those. Are any of these related to Marc-Andre Fleury?
No.
So are any of them related?
No.
They just all have the
actually,
same.
these two guys, I wonder if they are. They looked kind of... Their pictures look kind of similar.
He kind of looks like Marc-Andre.
Let me hear this windbag. Sorry. I don't mean to...
Oh my god.
That guy waved there. And he's thanking his family. I'm such a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that makes sense. Yeah. He was drafted by the GM when he was in Carolina. Look at those Blues unis.
Yeah, I was like, Kat said, think about it. If Vegas was in the draft, would they have taken the other Fleury, the third Fleury?
Oh man! You know what's funny?
They would have obviously.
They would have had to protect. Actually, they might have gotten him because they would have had to choose between him and Leonard. And Leonard being younger, even though Fleury's ageless wonder.
That is true. Wait, how old is Fleury now?
He's got to be like 37, probably.
I thought he. Yeah, I didn't think he was that old. Damn.
Yeah. Those away jerseys, I do like them. Maybe a little bit too much white. I was saying maybe if they went navy on the shoulders,
well,
just
to
to
break
break
it
up
pads,
a little bit.
Though, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it looks like a silly. It looks silly
because I tried to recreate. Because that there was a leaked image that did end up being accurate. That was this. Although it's so much different to see it on the screen rather than on this screen.
Yeah, that's true.
But I tried to recreate it in NHL 21 to do my own expansion mode. And the home came out real good. But the away, I kind of used Winnipeg's template because you got to use like current teams' templates, which kind of sucks. The MLB game allows you to like paint stuff on like by using like the sticks and everything. Whereas in the NHL game, it's choosing from templates. And so it's hard to make it really, really unique. But I got it pretty close. And it did. There it is.
NHL
I gotta show
this.
Yeah.
NHL already posted it.
Oh, we got a winner, everybody! Yes, the Undertaker is playing for Seattle Kraken. That is amazing.
Can
you send this to me?
Yeah.
Or just share it with me, or just like send me an Instagram. Yeah.
Hold on, let me.
Yeah, so what Isles X Cat said, with Leonard signing long term, I think that might have shown that Fleury might have been available. Because they would have had to protect one over the other. And if you just signed a guy long term, I don't think you would have exposed him.
I mean, I know this has probably been beaten to death in terms of like people talking about it, but like, what do you think about Vegas being excluded from?
I hate it.
Really?
Yeah, I think I think maybe they thought Vegas wouldn't be where they are at this point, but Vegas is one of the best teams in the league. They should.
But
be
I guess the
part of
idea is
this.
like they don't have the pipeline yet. Is that the so it's like to take away a key guy could be more damaging than
But the reason they
else.
don't have a pipeline is kind of their fault. They've been trading prospects like crazy to bring in new players. So it's kind of their own... They've put themselves in the position of having a smaller prospect
What is
pool.
the cut? So how old does a team need to be then to participate in the expansion draft?
I don't know if there's... I don't think there's a set rule for that because
should be a
because
hard-
they're so... Well, because they're infrequent, the expansion
I
draft.
guess. Yeah.
The league just remembered that they're good revenue drivers recently. And they said, So I don't know. Somebody Isles blogger on Twitter said, "Where are the trades?" Good question. I was told there would be some trades tonight. There has not been anything. I wonder if they wait, but I don't think they have to. I don't know.
Remember, Tom, surprises
I have no idea.
do not mean money.
They could be happening at the NHL draft.
Wait, cut to the Dan cam. Dan, say it again.
Dan Cam.
Surprises don't mean money.
Wait, one more time.
Surprises don't mean money.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Oh no, we're good. Okay. Hey,
Dan, look out behind you.
Yeah.
All right. What else do we got? Eberle is an Instagram.
On his Instagram photo,
Yep.
he looks sad. I mean, that's.
Oh.
I feel like though that's Eberle though.
Hey, Seattle's a beautiful city though. At least he's not going to like
Better
friggin'
than-
Winnipeg. No.
Better than Long Island, New York.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you sure?
asshole.
The city of Long Island.
The city-
Although we do have
Long Island City in Queens.
Yeah. The aptly named.
Yeah.
Anything else? Oh, the Kachina jersey, 9 out of 10. The logo, 4 out of 10. Oh, that's an interesting opinion. See, I kind of like the logo a lot. I think it's,
I like the logo
You
a
don't
lot,
say.
too.
I think teams kind of shy away from like the heritage of their region being a part of their uniform,
Mm-hmm.
and the Coyotes with the Kachina, it's got like the southwestern vibes,
Mm-hmm.
and I did say vibes.
Which is exactly what the Islanders have.
I try to say vibes as much as possible, just so people are just like tired of
I've
it.
been
Oh,
joking
there's the
with saying
Seattle Thunderbirds jersey. That's what Barzal used to wear.
Oh, those are
Oh, that's nice.
Great uniforms. I was kind of hoping. I guess this was like probably not going to happen, but I was like, when Seattle comes in and they didn't have the name yet, I was like, why don't they just steal it? Why don't they just pay that team off?
Yeah.
All right, what do we got? What do we got?
Oh, Flames. Okay. So the last.
Oh, this could be Giordano,
This is gonna.
and
be
he
him.
could be there because he might be their first captain if they don't trade him.
How old is he? He's like late 30s too, right?
Yeah, he's late 30s, but he's on a 1-year deal, so it's very low risk.
Okay.
He's the perfect. He was the captain there.
Who's who we picked for our captain?
Here we go.
Are
we doing?
I want one of those hats.
Oh, that's cool. I like that bottle. Look at that. The like Yeti with the Kraken logo.
Yeah.
This feels kind of like a Portlandia sketch.
Yo, it does.
Actually, I guess you could say that of like all of the like little side things they've done.
I don't know. This specifically.
Mark Giordano.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't write it.
Right,
too
they wrote it with like pen.
But she
Not with a Sharpie.
she said it right. She pronounced it right. Well done. Mark Giordano. We'll see. I would like for them, and not just because I don't want the Rangers to get him, but I do like want this guy to be their captain. I screwed up the. I think it's a perfect guy to shoulder the expectations and to be the face of the team year one. Kind of like Fleury was for Vegas. So I do hope they hold on to him because I do want this team to be competitive year one just to keep it interesting. And I think him being on the team would help that. 15 seasons. 15-year
Dang.
vet. There he is.
There he is.
Okay, so they're definitely not trading him. They wouldn't have him show up and wear his jersey.
I guess you think that's like
I see
the
this
key to like.
Well, they're not trading him tonight. That is.
Wow.
Yeah, but I think if you're gonna fly the guy out, you're not gonna look at the guys who wore the jerseys so far, and I think they're the guys that like are definitely gonna be here for at least the year.
Yeah.
What?
That sounds all right.
Yeah, I don't think they would go through the trouble of flying them out there. that'd be funny.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Hey, Mark, welcome to Seattle. Love you.
Right.
Here's the key to the city. You're traded. You're going to New York. Fly back.
Yeah. Yeah, it would not happen tonight.
That'd be that'd be
do
almost
it in-
worse
Yeah.
if they like sideswiped him. They're like, yeah, so let's show you around the city. They show him around for a little bit. Now you've been traded. Now that the cameras are off, you're traded. What a
Would you
dick.
put it past anybody? I mean, come on.
Who knows? They're a new franchise. Maybe they're not the Blues, and maybe they won't be assholes to their own players. It is a beautiful. That's actually not just.
But they've won. They've
talk.
at least won a cup in the last few years.
Yeah, but I think they sold their soul because obviously everybody seems to hate playing there all of a sudden. Tarasenko's like, get me out of town. I'll never play for you again. Vince Dunn's like, I'm going to say the N-word.
Oh, fuck.
Well, because I think he might have done that in the
Oh,
past.
shit. How can I shoot my career in the foot?
Mark Giordano looks like Craig Carton on WFAN.
He does.
He kind of does.
Except he looks a little healthier.
Hasn't been to jail.
Hasn't
That we
been
know
jail.
Did check a referee a few years ago.
I'm guessing unintentionally.
No, it was
What?
intentionally.
What did the referee?
They were
like-
wondering if it was concussion related.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So I just put a damper on this one.
Yeah.
Good stuff there by me. New England's up 5-0 on Inter Miami in MLS. Just wanted to point that out. I'm a MLS fan. Alrighty. So the leaks have been 100% so far.
Great.
Do we have anybody left that wasn't known of?
Kyle Lewis?
Kyle Lewis. Oh, he plays for the Mariners.
Yeah. Oh, Ty
I was
Lewis.
wondering when they were going to bring the Mariners in.
All right, John. What do you think of them having Kyle Lewis?
Hey,
The
Tom,
guy in the far left was going on. Yeah.
Tom, what do you think? How funny would it be if they had guys that were drafted by Seattle when we get traded later come in and then talk like this? Like
Oh,
we were
God.
saying, yeah.
Well, yeah. All of a sudden they're ripping them.
All of a
They're like,
sudden-
hate them. Those
All of a
guys
All of a sudden
suck.
it's like- all of a sudden it's like, I mean, Ken Griffey was
Oh,
a big name,
Oh,
but like
the Oilers. They're selecting
Oh, we know who it is.
Adam
Yeah.
Larson. Woo!
That's their laser tag jerseys.
I love these laser check jerseys. What the heck?
those are nice.
So Adam Larson, this is a good pick. This is a guy that is a good shutdown defenseman. Those are my favorite of their uniforms, I think. No, actually, they have a blue one
Those are
that's
so nice.
a little bit better.
But
But
you have one of
anyway,
those jerseys, the previous one. The
Yeah,
one that's,
yeah.
mostly orange.
That's what they wore in the 80s. I prefer that. So he's 28. He's getting a 4-year deal. We actually already know that. And it's a good deal. $4 million a year. I don't know. This is another good piece of business. Like I said, and I'll sit down to say this so that people can actually hear me. EDM. Because it's EDM. Does that make
I'm
sense?
sorry. What?
Anyway, red card for me. That's a good one because you're hurting a division rival, and you're making your own team better. It's well done. Well done.
It's the Kings are talking
Got
about.
3 picks left. That's it.
Man, they're just ripping out. They're like, man, they've been slumping in recent years. Missed the playoffs 3 years in a row.
When you
Like,
win,
all right,
when you
geez.
win 2 cups, you get to suck
Yeah.
for a while.
Curtis McDermott.
Winning makes up for all deficiencies.
Curtis McDermott. Curtis McDermott.
Curtis McDermott.
Oh, it's
Curtis.
hard. This is a depth defenseman. McDermott. So he's Scottish.
$6'5", geez, 233 pounds.
So they must have
Yeah.
liked the size. Anyway, what was it? I was
Two
gonna
more,
say-
okay.
Oh, John. By the way, John. When I asked him what he thought of Kyle Lewis being the Mariners pick, he said Kyle Lewis is kind of a random pick, but I guess he's the biggest name who's physically in Seattle right now.
Yeah.
Because I guess I forgot they're on the road. Because I would say Seattle's best player right now is Mitch Haniger,
Probably.
and he had a home run today, so he's a little bit
Seager
busy.
or Mitch Haniger, maybe. Yeah.
I think these Pacific Division picks are important, and they have to pick the right
They're at the
guys.
Seattle
yeah.
Aquarium.
Oh, very cool. Kevin Weeks is just flying around.
Guys,
Can you
crazy.
believe it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. This is cool.
Oh.
I think this is my favorite one so
Yeah.
far of like the interesting ones. All right, what are we up to? Which team is this for? Vancouver? Oh, I think
Sharks.
this is Oh, of course. Well, actually, they're both fish related because the Canucks have the orca.
Is that what that is? It's a whale.
Yeah, it's an orca.
It's a whale.
Mhm.
Okay.
Killer.
Alexander True. Don't know who that is.
They went through all that trouble to get here's a minor leaguer.
Yeah.
I mean, look, 24 years old. So, he's young, so it's not...
But he's 6'5", though. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, but can he catch these hands? Absolutely he can is the answer.
Yeah. The answer is of course.
The answer is absolutely. So I think we know who the last guy is. So we are going to finish this draft.
Is it? Wait, who's
exactly
the
what
the
we
Vancouver's last?
thought. So actually, I see what they did. They wanted the last pick to be their
rival.
We gotta manufacture this rivalry.
Here, you want to listen?
Sure.
Yeah.
Cole Lind. Okay, now I'll get to say what I think of the broadcast because I've gotten bits and pieces of it. Kind of boring. Like the presenters.
It may be too much talking, but they needed to fill an hour and a half, so.
They didn't need to. They needed to fill commercial breaks. They need to stretch it out, make more money for the league
Oh,
via commercials.
Right. Dave Wright?
Oh, okay.
He's
The owners. Okay, that makes sense for the last pick. They're getting like a gentlemanly clap.
How do they, how are they rich?
I don't know. I was going to say something vaguely defamatory as a joke, but...
It's not worth it. They'll sue you.
I was going to make fun of them for a sec, but I like Seattle. Seems like a nice city. I was going to try to be like, yeah, well, global warming, but like I live on an island, so...
Yeah.
This logo is going to go out of print because the island's going to be underwater in 50 years.
They're just going to the NY will still be there, but the islanders get smaller and smaller.
It'll be a guy
every 10
snorkeling.
Years. Yeah.
Make it great again. Do you hear that?
Tom, we're live. You can't say these. You can't be political, please.
You can't use that hate speech. In here.
That guy's really skinny. Good for him. That guy's really built. Good for him. Okay, so we've got...
Oh,
right,
Eberle's still there?
By the way, let's test out...
They're all meeting.
Are these going to be guys that are there for long? You've got Giordano... they left them. Cole Lind. So,
Cole Lind.
no surprises whatsoever. Thank you so much for watching. Get out. No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
22 years old, this guy. So the youngest, I think, that they picked. And it made sense because Vancouver didn't have a lot available. And you want to hurt Vancouver and take one of their prospects. So that makes sense. All right, so we've got Drescher, Eberle. Eberle's keeping number 7. So
Oh, that's cool.
I might get if I get a jersey, I might
Get an, that actually, I would totally do that.
I
actually.
tweeted at Seattle trying to get them to make
give you
things
a free
interesting.
jersey.
If they took,
I'm famous on the internet. Give me a free jersey.
if they took Franz Nielsen, I would have gotten a Franz Nielsen Seattle jersey. I don't care if I would have not been able to get food for a month. I would have gotten that Franz Nielsen jersey. All right, so I kind of want to hear this now because it's going to be, I guess the players are going to give like non-answers.
I don't think they're gonna say anything.
No, they did. Okay, so all right. I thought they're gonna be.
know.
I guess they talked to them already, and like hockey players don't want to talk to them.
I can't believe Macklemore was there. That was my highlight.
The players
And the Undertaker showing up. What a surprise.
Did the players look like they kind of didn't care?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. They're hockey players. You know,
It's
They're-
all. I don't know.
it's all business.
all
Business as usual.
Give us a Dan cam. Why not?
You know what? Let's go out on a Dan cam.
Dan, just say a thing.
Can you just give us some advice, some life advice from Dan?
All right, let's see.
All right, let's just finish off with chat. Let's just address,
chat.
make sure we.
What's up, chat?
Hey, whoa,
All
hey,
right.
chat.
His second biggest accomplishment. This is for Alexander True. His second biggest accomplishment is being a cousin to Nikolai Ehlers. Oh, that's rough. That's real rough.
Okay, wait. So one thing I wanted to. So Christopher Malphus said above, Adam Fox, Vanacek, Barkov, Polak, Seth Jones, Max Domi. All free agents after the 2022 season. Could be that Seattle hits the cap floor and sucks for a year to lock up a solid draft pick.
The Adam Fox one, I don't think he's going anywhere. Adam Fox, and I respect Adam Fox, but I did kind of get annoyed that he kind of like whined his way to the Rangers.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He
well,
like,
I'm sure he has a no movement
clearly
clause.
didn't. Well, I mean like as a prospect, kind of like.
No, I know, and I'm sure now that he's there, he
doesn't now, but that's because he's on his rookie deal. I'm sure he'll try to get that. So I don't think.
So Chris was saying like, would they throw money at them the next year to
one of those guys? Like,
Vanacek, Barkov, Polak, Seth Jones.
The Domi one is interesting. I wonder about. I actually thought if you could have taken Domi, and if he isn't going to play this year, I know he only has 1 year left on the deal, but you put him at LTIR. It doesn't count against your cap. Or you use him to get to the cap floor if you're going to go that route. And then next year you give him a shot. But, hey, you know what? They went a different route with it. They filled out minor league depth.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I was done.
Isles X Cat. So, how do you feel about getting drafted to the Kraken? Oh, we just need to get pucks in D, player game.
There you go. Yeah. That's the hockey player answer.
That is absolutely perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Isles X Cats.
Anything else?
Who I will not mention your real name, even though you were on our podcast.
I read that. They're in Colorado. Oh, he was answering when I was saying who's the best player on Seattle. He said between J.P. Crawford and Haniger. That's probably fair. I think the Pacific Division picks are important. Yeah, we talked about that.
On the Kraken?
Moore's Balding, like Trae Young.
I used to like
a lot of Balding comments.
Wait, we have an MLS comment. I need to actually talk about that. I would cheer for the Red Bulls like you, but my friend plays for NYCFC Youth. That's very cool. I used to like Red Bulls, but then Inter Miami.
With the other.
Well, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I used to like Red Bull, but then Inter Miami came in, so I figured I'd like them from the beginning. That's fair. He's down in Florida.
I used to like Red Bull.
Oh, yeah.
So
that
makes sense.
I used to like Red Bull, then it messed with my sperm count.
Damn, Cam!
Thanks, Christopher.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching our amazing stream. We
was that
almost got
Hoffman?
No.
Oh,
15 viewers.
This is a Chris Hoffman.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Well, hang out for a sec.
Yeah, this was fun.
Just a second. Let's give it Dan Cam.
You know what? You guys earned it for being such great fans. Or should I say friends?
Dan, just like hit us with a law thing. Hit us with a law fact.
You don't want to get hit with law.
Hit us with a law. Hit us with a lawsuit.
How much money do you have?
Well, this stream brought us. We actually lost money.
We lost money on the stream.
If you don't have insurance, I don't want it.
So, is there anybody in the chat that has anything to say about maybe their team's pick? I'm not watching Moore's haircut on ESPN next year. Man, Dom Moore has to wear he has to get the Irish, the newsboy cap.
Yeah, I hate those, but yeah.
But
what are those called?
Newsies.
But
Dan can't. So no, I was just yelling it.
Remember, folks, licking doorknobs is illegal.
Use mine for the same. Yeah.
Whenever someone asks me what's something in law that I don't know, I'll just tell them licking doorknobs.
Oh, this guy's Esquire, by the way. So I think we have a lawyer in the chat as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was also laughing at because my weight set has
No. Dan's weight set. Dan's weight set, because Dan doesn't work out, right, Dan?
Yeah,
right. It's Dan's weight set. Yes.
I don't get the joke.
We thought it was
he thought it was yours, I guess.
Set, but it's Tom's.
Danny's actually, by the way, Dan is actually just to the side of us.
Yeah, he's just right over there.
In my basement, which is, by the way, 200 degrees Fahrenheit, especially in this jersey.
I'm not here right now.
Anything else? Do you like the Fisherman logo and jersey? Interesting question.
I love it, but I know it carries deep-seated hatred of the older fan base.
I still like it, but I also didn't experience it first.
Exactly.
Dan, what do you think? Dan Cam, what do you think of the Fisherman logo and jersey?
I'm a fan. It's cool.
All right, so we're 3 for 3 here. I think younger fans tend to be more accepting.
I really do
of it.
like these Seattle Kraken.
Yeah, Chris just said the same
yeah.
thing. Fisherman logo is traumatic for the Isles fan who lived through the fish stick era.
Yeah.
I get the younger
That
guys
makes sense.
Yeah.
Right.
No, that's
like,
pretty much it.
All right, at least like with some jerseys, you tend to attach the meaning.
Ooh, the
how
schedule's
good
coming
the
out
team was.
tomorrow.
Yeah, like with the Mets wearing the black jerseys again.
Yes.
Let's get a Dan Cam to talk about the black jerseys for the Mets.
Oh, are we talking about baseball? Because
Yeah, go
this
ahead.
is over? Okay. Yeah, I'm really excited about that too. It's just so cool. Like, Seven Line kind of got on that trend this year too when they released like a shirt. It was just like a black shirt and just said "My Era" with like the blue Mets lettering and like the home run apple in the middle. Very simple.
Yeah, they do good stuff. The Seven
They have
Line.
great stuff. Yeah, I have a couple of shirts from them. A couple of I have the hats, like they had the neon Shea logos of the players.
Yeah.
I have a catcher's hat, the catcher logo. They're an awesome clothing brand, but they kind of caught onto that trend, and they're kind of trendsetters in Mets style and like what people like.
Yeah.
Different types of style. So like it's really cool to see like the new ownership kind of like paying attention to that and tapping into what fans really want.
Yeah,
Another thing
seems like it.
Another thing they're doing too is from the games that I've been to at Citi Field. I've gone with my dad a few times, and my dad gets like ticket bundles for business or for just other like games he wants to go see. And apparently he gets just like surveys, like emails and stuff coming from Mets ownership and like management saying, okay, what do you like, what don't you like, all that stuff. So that's not something we really saw that much in the World Cup era.
Yeah.
Like for years.
That'd
So
be funny if they
it's
just.
cool that they're really
Fuck
incorporating
me.
all this shit.
Yeah, type. Sorry, Chris. I meant to say thank you. I'm drunk.
You've had
I had the caffeine very late at night. I'm drunk. But anyway,
Yeah.
wait, does the schedule for the NHL come out tomorrow?
Well, actually, I did. There's a Cap Friendly had a important tweet. This is a good way to like finish off the night. The Seattle Kraken made no trades prior to the expansion draft. Vegas made 10. So very different. Very different method. That is shocking to me. So now this looks a little bit more permanent when you look at this team. The fact that they didn't... Like, I was expecting trades maybe to be announced after the draft, maybe. But if this is the team... Yikes. Zoinks.
Zoinks?
No, like, it could definitely be worse. It's not... I don't think it's going to be, like, a bottom feeder. But, I don't know. It's tough to take it all in.
Maybe they're just waiting. They're waiting just...
Maybe for that free agent class.
Yeah.
Like that one guy said. But I think it'll be a middle-of-the-road team. If they make the playoffs, it'll be probably just because that division's not very good.
Maybe
Even
that's
if
what they're counting on.
Even if they hypothetically finish second in that division, they could still be not a great team, and it's just because Vegas is the only good team in that division. A lot like the NL East. No, I'm kidding.
But
in that scenario, I'm calling the Mets good because I'm saying they're Vegas.
Well, the last thing I want to say is Isles Kid said next year we have to change it to Drive for 6, which doesn't sound as good, which is quite a bold thing to say.
Well, we'll have to come up with a different rhyming thing.
Well, you mean after we win the Cup next year?
Yes, exactly. They're basically gifted a playoff spot in the Pacific. Okay, let's think. Pacific Division, we've got Anaheim, Calgary, Edmonton, LA, San Jose, Vancouver. Yeah, shit, they might make the playoffs. Not a very good division. The California teams, which used to run this division with an iron fist, are crap.
It's just the cycle.
Calgary is just every year they're what the Toronto
MLB memes released
Blue Jays used
today.
to be.
It seems like, I mean, in baseball, the California teams are back.
Yeah.
Except for the Angels.
Yes.
So, you know the meme of the three-headed dragon, where two of them look really intense and the other one looks like an idiot?
Yeah.
It's just
San
Los
Francisco.
Angeles, San Diego, San Francisco, and Oakland on the other two, and then the third one that looks like an idiot is just Angels.
Yeah.
And
3
generational players.
Yeah.
One team.
Pretty rough.
All right. Anything else? I think
any
that's
other
it.
comments? I think we're Vegas, Seattle, Edmonton are going to be the only ones making it. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. I think Edmonton
And also
losing
Pacific
losing
Division will have
Larson.
no wild card.
What's up?
Pacific Division will have no wild card.
Oh yeah, he's definitely right. Yeah,
Yeah.
if they get in, it'll be because the top 3 spots.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, Vegas should be winning that division, like running away. Vegas should win that division. Now, second place, Seattle maybe could finish second because Edmonton is just like every time you think they've got it figured out, they screw it up. So maybe Seattle finishes ahead of them. It might just come down to like if Seattle is just like fine-ish, they're probably in because that division's so bad. The only team that I could see like bursting out of a funk is Vancouver or Calgary. Still have talent on their rosters. Vancouver got to the second round of the playoffs a couple years ago. And Calgary was the 1 seed like 3 or 4 years ago, and they got stomped by Colorado, who was the bottom playoff seed. But that was Colorado on their ascendancy to becoming the best team. So Calgary should blow it up. Anyway, should we give a final Dan Cam? Well, a goodbye Dan Cam.
Wave goodbye to the peeps, Dan. All right, Dan. Thank you.
Thank
you for your service. Okay.
Dan has died.
All right. I think that's it, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. We can ramble. Well, Tom can ramble on, and I could listen. So that's my fault. I'm an enabler. Okay. Are we done?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, seriously, everybody, for watching. Really appreciate it. Love when you guys participate, and we get to talk to everybody. Thanks again.
All right, bye.
Wave goodbye, Tom.
Goodbye
Tom.
from Belmont Bunch.
Bye.
Goodbye.